McNeely's got it as Chelsea win it high. Richard Olise. There's McNeely. He will always have a pop from that kind of range, and so he should. Not overly pleased with himself. Language, Donnell. Well, that's deep. Works. Rolling it forward. Osmonds. Plenty of other clubs too, and a fine CV. Olise. First time cross is a beauty. Shimi Mayuka would love that one back. It's a great chance. He's McNeely. Harvey Vale. And still, Mayuka with a little back heel. Could have been an own goal. Very nearly was. Chelsea corner. Wilson and Fulham are countering at pace here. Vale and Co are going to have to get back quickly. It's 4-on-2. Godot. And Harvey Vale did get back in time, I think. Too much of a charge as a meander. Now they make their move. Good looking corner. And Max Merrick got enough of a hand on it. From the right. Beautifully done. Oh, Brody Hughes is... Ishe Samuel-Smith now cutting it back. It falls for McNeely, and normally that means goal. He's had two good chances now. Shimi Mayuka's had a really good one as well. Chelsea could easily have had a goal or two here, and I'm sure no one's more surprised than Donnell McNeely that didn't go in. It did get a touch, I think. Sheer industry and legal means. George, just his sort of shimmy and manoeuvre that. 18s, 21s, League, Cup, Europe, you name it. And he's at it again here. And it's exactly the same. Carbon copy, same place, same save from Alex Borto. Fulham looked pretty dangerous on the counter a couple of times, and they are here as Godot pops it forward. Chance! Good stop, Max Merrick. Danger's not over. This is Godot. And Matos will... Great campaign last year. Just a couple of early season wobbles this time around for Max Merrick. Osmonds. Merrick had his angles perfectly set there. I suspect if that had been at the far corner, Chelsea's keeper was on it. Off he goes again. Flicked off a Fulham head. But then the gap was there and the pass was played. That was a foul, but advantage here. Ishe Samuel-Smith. Slade missed it. Harvey Vale didn't quite have the shooting angle. McNeely did. He's blocked again. And then Dyer comes flying in. Coming on for his youth team debut at Birmingham 3 years ago. The keeper came and didn't get there. Did he get a touch? Donnell. Godot. That is low. That's worth a hit, or maybe not. Brad De Jesus, soon after his yellow card, he's going to have to behave himself. George likewise. Vale now. He's got it back here, Harvey Vale. A little bit of fortune about that. Asenga gets in the way of his shot. Here is, well, at least try and pass around it. Vale, an excellent first touch. He's looking for those give and goes. That's Ishe Samuel-Smith, and Harvey Vale scuffed it. West Ham in the league. 3 goals on loan for Harvey and Bristol Rovers last season. Oh, it's given away. Mayuka just needed to pick out Donnell McNeely, and Chris Donnell getting back in there with a tackle that is as good as a goal. For it surely would have been with Donnell McNeely in the goal at his mercy. And Alex Borto is a very lucky boy. Thank you very much. Godot. Skip round Brody Hughes as suddenly it's opened up for him here, Marshall Godot. Good pass. Brilliant dummy. Would have been a cracking goal. They did everything so well there, Fulham, except the crucial bit, the finish. Head in hands for Josh King. Thankfully, no ball in net. Brilliant from Marshall Goddo. So was that. And
have to believe in it, Rose. Have to believe in it, Kate. Yes, you. Good, Kate.
it's McNeely again. Tough header. It's the second time he's got his head on the end of one, and he's had a couple with his feet as well. Chelsea have had the better chances and more of them. Josh King for Fulham with a wonderful opportunity a moment ago, but the bigger opportunities have certainly come for the Fulham attack. George, Vale neatly combining. And then Dyer to George again. Little touch from Asenga. Brody Hughes helps it on. Here's Elise. Oh, what a block that is. Matos. Brody Hughes. Harvey Vale's in the middle. That is tucked in very well. I can think of a fair few Premier League fullbacks who don't do that well. Keanu Dyer. Nicely worked. Right now, 2nd and 20th. That shows you how much the table's worth. Donnell McNeely, yes, this time yes. I make that about 6th time lucky for Donnell McNeely. Took it brilliantly, right in the corner, and Chelsea deservedly in front. Lovely control from Tyreek George, wasn't it? What a good goal. Samuel Smith with a forward-thinking pass into Tyreek George. Well won, Mayuka. Fair and square. Donnell McNeely, grass in front of him, space, plus Vale and Tyreek George. It's the latter who gets it. George against De Jesus, lovely. Oh yes! Even when you know what he's going to do, it's apparently still very difficult to deal with. That little shift out of his feet. We've all seen it. Defences have seen it. They still can't cope with it because it's that quick and it's that good. Chelsea 2-0 up. Brad De Jesus, the latest victim of the Tyreek George shuffle. Look at that. Gorgeous. Made the first, scored the second. Chelsea 2 up against Fulham. Asenga's going to hit it. It's a good hit. Max Merrick was seriously airborne there. Did he get a touch? He did. It's a corner. Tyreek George again. McNeely. Tap in. Richard Elise 3-0. Lovely moment. Well, that should do it, even for a side that doesn't always defend the leads that well. It's a very comfy cushion. Inevitable that Tyreek George would be involved again. And Richard Elise couldn't miss. Just hungry for more. There'll be no sitting on this. Mayuka wants his goal, and he very nearly got it. That's a top stop from Porto. Corner. Chelsea unrelenting at the moment. Oh, it's brilliant. Ishe Samuel Smith deflects wide. McNeely still scrapping, still hungry, and still very, very strong. George, Vale, too central. He'll be cross with that, and rightly so, because that really should be 4-0. As the great man once said, this is liquid football. Chelsea are absolutely all over Fulham here. It's a team that could have gone top tonight. Advantage played. Mayuka, he's got it this time. 4-0. It's turning into an absolute thrashing. A lot of these players the same as those that met in a 4-0 Fulham win in the spring in that Premier League Cup semi-final. Not a bit of that here. Chelsea have been playing good football throughout this match, but in the second half they found the finishing touches. The Shimi Mayuka, who had a great chance early on with that header from 6 yards out, unmarked, has scored a... Senga still on set-piece duty. There was some whip on that. Max Merritt got the touch. Well done him. Also not blown his whistle too quick. 3 or 4 times, really good advantages played. David Washington. Now Silcott Dewberry, the two newly introduced players combining. Keeper is the shout. And they're starting to gripe now, that Fulham bench. Well, actually, they have been for about 20 minutes, but even more now. Jimmy J. Morgan, offside. Lupalo B, followed all the way by Caden Wilson. Good run from Slade. And a good cut back. This is Donald, the captain. Silcott Dewberry. More often right-sided, whether a winger or a wing-back. Raksaki going for goal. Washington, too quick for Defugerol. There's the pace. Has he got the finish? He should have. He has. It's 5. That is officially a thrashing. I would wager he's quicker than anyone on this field anyway, but Defugerol, just with his momentum there, thought he'd done enough with the nudge. He hadn't. Boom. They're making it look easy. It's time for a 6th. Washington for Jimmy J. Morgan. Oh, yes! Delightful. Five forwards on the pitch tonight at some point. They've all got a goal. Morgan off the bench doing it just like David Washington a moment ago. It is 6-0 and look at this. Lovely way to pass. And a cheeky touch from arguably the best poacher that this group have got, and that is saying something. He scored in midweek and dropped it. Give it about 10 seconds and Fulham can be out of their misery. Not even that. Well, that was a brutal second half to end a great week for new coach Felipe Coelho and his 21s. They beat Anderlecht 4-0 on Tuesday